Welcome back. In today's video, I don't want to talk so much about why the brokers don't respect you, but more so on how you can obtain the broker's respect within your day-to-day dealings. Truth is, the brokers do respect some carriers, just not most. And the reason being is usually due to presentation. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a complete breakdown on how you should be dealing with brokers on a day-to-day basis in order to be successful and profitable in this trucking industry. One of the first things that I want to talk about is something that I've touched on in the past. The early bird gets the worm, especially pertaining to new carriers. You're already out at a disadvantage with a less than seasoned authority, say less than 6 months. The brokers pay attention to and respect individuals that are up at 5:30, 6 a.m. ready to run and are more willing to negotiate with these carriers as opposed to last minute individuals, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. carriers. Oftentimes, you'll hear carriers at 8, 9, 10 a.m. complain that they're contacting brokers via email or over the phone and constantly getting the same result. It's already been filled. Reason being, those brokers have probably been in negotiations or onboarding carriers for the last 2 hours. Secondly, some carrier packets take longer than others. You have brokers that require you to onboard using truck stop. You have brokers that require you to onboard using highway. Some of these processes can be 5 to 10 minutes due to you having completed these same operations in the past. Others can take up to 2 hours. Case in point, this morning, I'm up on DAT right around 6 a.m. I contact a broker about a load, which is picking up 10 to 15 minutes from my home. This particular broker I had never worked with. They require me to onboard using truck stop as opposed to highway. I'm more familiar with highway. I have onboarded with a broker using truck stop. There are multiple different platforms that brokers use to onboard carriers. I'd advise individuals to familiarize themselves with each platform to make onboarding and filling out carrier packets more seamless. You also have the competition factor. Once again, especially pertaining to newer authorities. Just being honest, most carriers are not even on the board until after 7 a.m. This gives you one up on the competition. Oftentimes, carriers wonder why brokers don't respond. 9 times out of 10, they're already in negotiations with another carrier. That carrier may be onboarding, filling out a carrier packet, or something else of that nature. Once that process is completed, the broker then sends over the rate con. Throughout this process, 9 times out of 10, there are multiple other carriers inquiring about this load. So this is something that I think carriers, more specifically newer carriers, need to be cognizant of. The early bird gets the worm. You want to be up at 5:30, 6 a.m. outside of onboarding and filling out the carrier packet. You may also be required to download tracking, send pics, notice of assignments, and so forth. Also, some of these platforms require that you provide ELD information. They're also looking at the condition of your equipment, timeliness, communication, responsiveness, your dealings at the ship location, the drop location, attire, whether you're taking clear photos, whether you're uploading the BOL at the end of your trip and so forth. Once again, the earlier you begin the negotiation process and are in contact with these brokers, the more successful you'll be with obtaining loads on a day-to-day basis. And this one may be a shocker, but as a carrier, you also need to have some form of understanding of saving, formatting, and uploading files pertaining to completing these carrier packets. I will also advise carriers to proofread and make sure all grammar is correct in your email correspondences. All of this is things that brokers look at when deciding and determining what to pay. And with that being said, I'm going to end this video here. As usual, you guys stay safe out there. Take it easy and have a good one. Appreciate you.